You're listening to the Bearded Theologians podcast, hosted by Zach Bechtold and Matt Franks. If you'd like to learn more about the Bearded Theologians, you can go online at beardedtheologians.com, where we have past podcasts, blogs, and a couple items for sale. So check us out, beardedtheologians.com. Thank you for listening, and enjoy this week's show. You're listening to the Bearded Theologians podcast, hosted by Matt Franks
and Zach Bechtold.
So it is the week after Easter, and Zach and I are licking the exhausted wounds that we have after spending several hours in different kinds of worship services and different kinds of planning and all the things that happen during Holy Week, which are always amazing and always a good opportunity to have some good reflection and all those fun things. That's the week after Easter, and there tends to be like this big kind of letdown. But Zach and I feel like that maybe the church needs to take some time to refocus on what that could mean. And so I think today we're going to talk about a little bit about how we should really handle the Sunday after Easter. So Zach, how do you feel like we should handle the Sunday after Easter?
Well, let me get my soapbox out. No, it is, the Sunday after Christmas and the Sunday after Easter, which granted Christmas is a little different because of other holidays that wrap around it and just travel and things like that. But the Sunday after Easter, I would argue, is one of the most important Sundays of the year because you're coming out of an Easter celebration, really out of all of Holy Week, from Palm Sunday to Easter. There's a lot going on in the life of the church. There's a lot of different services. Sometimes we have cantatas, on Palm Sunday, and we add a bunch of music and special things on Easter Sunday. But we also tend to have a lot of people who visit for the first time, whether they're Christmas or Easter people, or, it's just that time of the year and they wanted to be present in a church. And, if we're lucky enough to have visitors return the Sunday after Easter and we half-ass it and give them a really just not decent service, I think we have done a major disservice to our church, our congregation, and the life of what we're called to do, in bringing hope, right? In celebrating Easter, because we're still in the Easter season, right? There's still a lot going on in the story and in the life of everything. And because we're tired, because we're licking our wounds, because Holy Week is a lot, we tend to phone that Sunday in. And I don't think we should. I think we should reclaim the Sunday after Easter, and go give it our all, right? I mean, there shouldn't be any Sunday that we're halfway doing things, right? But we excuse this one, all right? It's just widely accepted that the Sunday after Easter is gonna suck, and it shouldn't, because hopefully people are going to come back. Right? People are going to be excited about what happened Easter, knowing that it's a little different, and come to see what a regular service looks like outside of the fanfare and the excitement of what an Easter Sunday is. And to be let down and to not have a solid service, to not have a solid space, it speaks to the rest of what we do for the rest of the year, right? Good or bad. If we come back strong and be like, no, we're gonna just keep on trucking, or if we come in with something halfway, those people aren't going to come back, and frankly, our church people, they may not come back also if we can't go all out. Maybe not go all out, that's not the right thing, but if we can't give it the old college try, and do something important and meaningful rather than just let's let whoever preach. Let's just do a song and let's go home because we're all tired. Maybe we're not all tired, right? Maybe we're just using excuses.
Well, I concur, and this could easily.
I know I got really soapboxy. I'm sorry.
This could easily end the podcast, but I deserve to have my right to speak as the other co-host of this podcast.
Yes. Sorry.
So I have 2 cents to add to that. And I think it goes back to, it kind of leans into what you were saying. I think far too often, I think Easter and Christmas are important Sundays.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to
absolutely
disagree with that one bit. I don't like the terminology that Easter's and Christmas are Super Bowl Sundays, that they're the biggest Sunday of the year. Because I think that there are Sundays that we can do that are just as powerful or just as important. All Saints Day, World Communion Sunday, when you dedicate a building or relinquish a debt Sunday, Confirmation Sunday. Those are big Sundays too, and there are other seasons too. There are other parts of the seasons that we can lead into as really big Sundays. I think what we need to stop doing is and this has been a detriment, I think, to the church, that this has just kind of been the mentality is we can't let down on that Sunday because the Sunday after those events, because whatever. I think you always schedule something special that Sunday after. So it entices people to come back. It makes it special. It can even build more momentum or whatever. So find a way, like after Christmas, the Sunday after Christmas, if there is one, we always do a really a Christmas hymn sing that everybody wants to sing, that they get to sing those hymns that they didn't get to sing or want to sing, and that sort of thing. This Sunday after Easter this year, we're doing our Confirmation Sunday, and then we're also it just happens to coincide with our mortgage debt burning party, and so like we're gonna have it's a big Sunday. And in some ways, and it could be even compared as big, if not bigger, than what's happened last week. And it is the second Sunday of Easter. Like it's the second Sunday after Easter, and that's the Sunday. There are several Sundays after Easter that we remember what happens post resurrection. I think those are just as important because that's the witness to the resurrection, to how we get where we are today. And those are just as important. I mean, I think you could do a whole sermon series on, thoughts after the resurrection, if you need one. I know it'll be Thursday by the time this comes out. If you haven't picked out your sermon by Sunday, you really need to get on the ball and do that. Or if you're listening Saturday night and you're trying to figure out what to preach on Sunday morning, just find one of the post-resurrection experiences and go there and you'll be fine. And I think that that's where poor planning leads to piss poor effort. And you have to, the Sundays after are key to get people to come back, do something fun, do something special, like something that will connect people back into your congregation, so that maybe when after your service they can decide that maybe this is something they want to come back to because you're doing something cool the Sunday after. But if you're just like, well, it's a low Sunday, so next Sunday we're gonna have we're just gonna do this thing and nobody, just don't worry about it, it's not going to be an important Sunday. Every Sunday is important. And I think that's a mentality we have to take. And we just don't.
Absolutely. And I think you're right. We write it off as, well, it's the lowest attended Sunday of the year. Well, maybe it's because we suck on that Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we've half-assed it for long enough and shown people that it's not important, and that we don't care if they're there or not. And instead, let's reclaim it and retake it and actually do something significant and meaningful on that Sunday. I think it's huge. And I get it. We're all freaking tired, right? But who cares? Let's do the thing. And I'm glad you picked up my soapbox.
Well, I mean,
it's important.
I really like, if we could legally do it, I'd have the Ron Swanson like picture and the quote of, don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing.
Whole-ass one thing, yeah.
I would much rather us whole-ass worship every Sunday, no matter how tired we are and no matter what's gone on throughout the week, because that's how people, I think that's where the church has gone wrong. We've whole-assed a lot of things, half-assed a lot of things, and we've never whole-assed. It's been a long time since we've really whole-assed anything, and there are churches that are like, I'm not, and I think that's one thing I definitely fight, is trying to get our church to not just go through the motions, but to take it seriously, that every experience is important.
And I think that's what it is right there. It's the difference between going through the motions and intentionally creating something meaningful, right? If we look at worship any Sunday of the year and it's just going through the motions to get to the next one, we've already failed. And it's not about failing and succeeding, right? But we're not bringing the gospel in the way we're called to.
Yeah, and I think that's key to what we do. And so I think that's a good challenge for us. I think that's something to reflect on and to be excited for, and definitely move forward to. And so, think about that. Here it is. By the time this will come out, it'll be Thursday. So, what are some things you can do in your congregation to make things better, to have a good experience post Easter, those sort of things. I think that's key. And so, if you have ideas, share them with us on our website at beardedtheologians.com. You connect with us that way. Or if there's something that, you've got questions about, or, hey, Matt and Zach, how have you handled that? We'd be glad to share that with you. We could spend hours talking about what to do following the Sunday after Easter. But I think, just having a collaborative effort with your worship teams will be the best thing to do. And so, consider doing that. And so, for Zach, do you have anything to bring us so close with?
And just rock and roll this weekend. Have fun and create something meaningful for your people.
I mean, I'm getting ready. I get to light a fire in the church, and a controlled burn. But I'm going to get to light I'm going to go put some fire in the church.
Play with fire.
Fun.
It's always fun when you get to do that not on Pentecost.
yes. I'm really excited about our debt burning thing for a lot of reasons, but it's gonna be fun. So check us out, beardedtheologians.com. We hope you have a good week. And for the Bearded Theologians, I'm Matt Franks.
I'm Zach Bechtold. Thanks for checking us out.
Guys, I want you to subscribe and like this video and push that thumbs up.
Thank you for listening to the Bearded Theologians podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share on all social media outlets. You can check out old episodes and more information at beardedtheologians.com. Thanks for checking us out.